Jesus is a rabbi, and all rabbis give midrash on their sermons, and so he's about to give midrash. So here comes the midrash, verse 5. By the way, boys, I'm saying boys not because I'm trying to exclude the women, but because we're talking about 11 men who are his disciples. And I'm trying to make this feel like a fireside conversation. But this could apply to the women too. By the way, boys, which of you has a friend who will come at midnight and you need to feed him, but you don't have any food in the house? So you go to your neighbor next door, but the neighbor next door says, in so many words, I'm busy. My kids are in bed. If I get out of bed, it'll wake up the kids. Then I got to put them to bed again. That's going to be a nightmare. And by the way, I don't have any food to give you anyway, so get out of here. Jesus says, yet this individual will keep knocking on the door. And because of this, and I kind of unpacked the word impudence. Impudence implies a kind of brash boldness. E.M. Bounds called it importunity, prevailing prayer. But there was something about that stick-to-itiveness, that sense of, you won't let me down, buddy. I know. We live next door to each other. Our kids play together all the time. Your dog bit my dog bit your dog. All of that. That's all embedded in that single word of impudence. Jesus is saying, hang in there when you pray. Now that's a really important concept, which might not be obvious when we read the healing stories of Jesus. Remember, Jesus has amazing breakthrough. These guys are doing pretty well. They're celebrating at the end of Luke 10. I said that up front. But there were these times when maybe it didn't go quite so well. And they are asking him, what is it that gives you breakthrough that you don't get? And what Jesus is saying is, I don't think you realize that sometimes I have to hang in there too. Remember the story of the man who was blind? Jesus prayed for him, and then he takes his hands off, and the man goes, well, I see men, but they look like trees walking. And he prays again. It wasn't always just one and done, even for Jesus. Jesus says, you've got to have that kind of, grab a hold of it and hold on, and that will cause, in this parable, the man to get out of bed and give him whatever he needs. And then he says the most important thing here, verse 9, I tell you, ask. But when he says ask, he doesn't say ask once. In Greek, it's really clear. It's an imperfect verb, and it means a repeated action in the past or the present. So it means ask and keep on asking. Seek and keep on seeking. Knock and keep on knocking. I love it that in English it works as an acronym. ASK. Ask, seek, knock. Does not work in Greek at all. Does not work in Hebrew, but it's really convenient for us English speakers.